Hey, we are back with this month's sew along, and this month we are stitching these toiletry bags. I'm just gonna make one of them because they are identical, just different sizes, of course. I used two different types of interlining. One is more soft to the feel, and this one can go in the washing machine, worth to mention. And the other one is more stiff in its feel, and that one is made with this interfacing. They are both mentioned in our material overview, but I hope you'll follow along because it's actually quite a nice toiletry bag to stitch. Let us know what you think, and don't forget to tag us in your projects. See you! Start out by pressing the back interlining to the wrong side of the fabric. Start out by finding the center of your zipper and then match it with the notches on the toiletry bag. Then change your presser foot to the zipper presser foot and stitch the zipper onto the right side of the fabric of your toiletry bag. Repeat to the other side of the toiletry bag, again match the notch. And then stitch the zipper onto the toiletry bag, as close to the zipper as possible. Once that has been done, I always check if the zipper runs smoothly, and then I continue to the lining. Again, matching up the notch, and then using my clamps to keep the fabric in place, both sides of the zipper. And then I actually just stitch in the same stitch line as before, only this time I'm starting and ending 1 centimeter into the stitch. Okay, admitted this is gonna look a bit clumsy, but this is just me trying to move that zipper puller up and then continuing the stitch. Again, making sure that we are ending it 1 centimeter from the end. Then continue the same way on the other side of the zipper. Once that has been done, I'm pressing the lining and the right side of the outer fabric away from the zipper so that we are ready for a nice top stitch along the zipper. Just give it a good press and make sure to do it both from the front and the back side. Then I run a top stitch 2 millimeter away, again starting and ending 1 centimeter from the edge. Continue on the other side, same procedure. So this is what it looks like at the moment. Just double check that your zipper is running smoothly. And now we are gonna sew the strap, so we fold it halfway, press it, and then fold it 2 times halfway again, and press it. Then we're gonna make a top stitching on each side of the strap, and fold it halfway and press. Then place it at the closed end of your zipper, and stitch it on with a 5 millimeter seam. And don't forget to fold the lining fabric away so that it doesn't get caught in the stitch. Then turn your toiletry bag so that your outer fabric is facing right sides together. Match the zipper with the notch and then stitch together the sides with 1 cm seam allowance. And make sure that the lining doesn't get caught in the seam. Do that in both ends. Again, I'm using my zipper presser foot here to get as close to the zipper end as possible. Then press the seam towards the bottom of the toiletry bag. And top stitch it with a 5 mm seam, again making sure that the lining doesn't get caught. Cut a piece of ribbon measuring 18 centimeters if you're making model A and 13 centimeters if you're making model B. Then stitch it on at the ends where the zipper opens. And now, very important that you open up the zipper so that you can turn it around again. Then we are gonna stitch the outer fabric together in the corners with a 1 cm seam. All 4 corners. Then sew the lining together at the bottom, leaving a approximately 15 mm gap to be able to turn it around in the end. We're gonna press this one open. Okay. This is going to be a little bit challenging, but I'm sure you can do it. So breathe in, breathe out, and start pinning your ends of your lining together as close to the zipper as possible. And then swap your presser foot to the zipper presser foot and just steadily go as close to the zipper as possible. Do this to both ends and press the seam down. Well done. Then we're gonna stitch the corners together, so match the notches and seams and stitch them together with 1 cm seam allowance. Now we're almost done. So we're just gonna match up the seams here, the seam allowances from the corners, and then stitch them together with 5 mm seam allowance. This is to prevent that your lining gets dragged out every time you pull out stuff from your toiletry bag.
Then turn the toiletry back so that the lining is facing outward, and close the opening with a top stitch running across. Now all that's left is to turn the toiletry bag right side facing outward and push out those little corners everywhere. And close the zipper. Done deal.
Well done, you made your toiletry bag from start to finish. And we've actually already made a landing page on our web shop. You can go check it out. It's filled with great inspiration and suggestions for your toiletry bag. I hope you enjoyed the sewing process. See you next time. Bye.